It takes courage. It does take courage, because getting out there when you don't feel like you're absolutely ready because you're trying to be perfect. But if you've done all the preparation, you're ready. If you've done all the preparation, then you're ready. And then you have to have courage to step out there and do the thing. There's nothing more you can learn or acquire until you begin to actually do it, until you begin to actually perform, until you begin to actually put yourself out there. There's nothing more you can learn when you've already tapped out. Nothing's going to help you be perfect. Nothing you can learn is going to help you be perfect. It takes experience to realize you don't have to be perfect. But if you don't go experience it, you'll be stuck in the rat race of trying to get everything perfect before you can even step out. There's no way you could do that. There's just no way. There's no way. So when you go to perform, I talked about this, the two safest places are church and karaoke. Open mic is actually not the basic level. Open mic is really a lot closer to actual performance. So it won't feel as safe. A lot of times open mics also are not eclectic in style or preference. And so showing up differently than the vibe of the open mic will also get you looks like, even though that's not true, it just doesn't fit the audience, right? So when it's time to perform, you got to know your audience and play up to the audience. But if you're still afraid of doing that, go to the two safest places before that, which is going to be karaoke and church. How to overcome, there, when we talk about open mics, there's more than, how do I say this? If you're choosing to do open mics, you have got to diversify the open mics you go to. So you might not be a regular because you're spreading yourself out among different ones. I'm really eclectic as well. So I don't try to stay in one box. And if you're a regular at one open mic, you kind of are putting yourself in a box of what's going to be accepted and what you can actually do in that space and feel accepted. If you go to different ones, then you can get a sense of like, okay, anything goes at some of these. And you can feel free to do the things that maybe no one's heard of, but it'll be more readily and openly accepted. So there's so many ways that you can get to different open mics, ways that you can find them. The more open the mic, the closest you can get to karaoke, the more accepting they'll be of whatever that you bring. You don't necessarily have to assimilate, especially if it's not your style. The one thing you don't want to be is not be able to authentically be you, because then people can still see that. So get in where you fit in. Get in where you can be authentically yourself, and then thrive from there.